Gloria Strode, and welcome to Straightforward. Today we have one of our best community servants visiting with us today, the one and only Dayna, the director of the accountability courts. You work non-stop, and I want our viewers to know how hard you work and how we are so blessed, and I am so grateful. And I do mean that, because I have witnessed all of the families that you serve. I've seen how you've changed lives, restored families. They get their children back. The graduations are so celebratory. And I told Senator Harbison, it's better than church. It really is, because there's all these stories of redemption. And so you are the director of our accountability courts, which is a lot of work.
Yes.
I don't think you ever sleep. And then I want you to share with our viewers what areas we cover in the Chattahoochee Judicial Circuit, what drug court is all about, and all of the services that's being provided, which we have a lot in-house. We have all of these more than qualified people like yourself, amazing qualified team, and it's the best kept secret. So we don't want it to be a secret, because you know I'm the biggest cheerleader. I want everybody to know, because it is just amazing, the work that you do. So welcome, and share with our audience all this great stuff.
Well, thank you so much for having me. I'll start with, first, a lot of people don't know what accountability courts are, right? Okay. So here in the Chattahoochee Judicial Circuit, which is Muskogee, Marion, Talbot, Taylor, Chattahoochee, and Harris counties, we have a mental health court, we have a drug court, and we have a veterans treatment court.
Okay.
So, have you ever seen an episode of Law and Order?
Yes.
Okay, and you see in the courtroom,
right.
They go at it, take everything you've seen on TV, now throw it away.
Okay, so that's just TV.
That's just TV.
Right.
So, accountability courts are really the criminal justice system's answer to unity. And
to unity.
It's a non-adversarial approach to treating offenders who get in trouble with the law based on an undiagnosed or untreated mental health condition or substance use disorder.
Okay. So, non-adversarial.
Non-adversarial.
All right, I like that.
So when a person is ready to plead guilty to a charge, if they would like to come into our programs, they're evaluated by a team of clinicians.
You have a team.
I have a team of clinicians.
And these are all those credentialed people.
Yes.
Yes.
We have Dr. Andrew Cox, who is an LPC, an LCSW, an LMFT, a CAC2, and a MAC. And then we have Mr. Todd Wilson, who is an LPC. We have 2 LAPCs. Another master's level clinician, and a multitude of interns that work in our treatment office. But they will do the clinical evaluation to assess a person's fit for the program. We don't want to take anyone who we don't think can be successful, right?
You want everyone to be successful.
Absolutely. And so if they are accepted, then they enter their plea in a court, just like regular court, into the program. The thing that's different is actually when someone makes that choice and they come to court and they plea into one of our programs, when they finish the plea, the judge sometimes will come down and shake their hand.
Really?
And you'll get a round of applause from everyone in attendance.
Wow.
Because that's a big choice.
Right.
And we want to incentivize that choice. We want to celebrate that choice to try to change your life. Once in the program, each of the team meets either weekly or bi-weekly based on the court schedule. And in a team meeting, you have the judge for that program. Drug court is run by Judge Maureen Gottfried, and Veterans Treatment Court is run by Judge Ben Richardson. And mental health court is run by Judge John Martin.
All great judges.
And so each time a team meets, you have the judge, you have someone from the DA's office, the prosecuting attorney. You have someone from the public defender's office, the defense attorney. You have the coordinator for that court. You have the case manager for that court. You have treatment providers for that court.
Wow.
You can have the peer mentors for that court. and everybody comes into a room.
That's a full panel of people supporting you toward your success.
Between 8 and 15 people.
Really?
Who come together.
Right.
And they talk about every case in that program. What are they doing well?
Okay.
What are they not doing well?
Okay.
And more importantly, why aren't they doing it well?
Okay.
What are the barriers to them getting it well?
And that's the blessing about this program,
Yes.
is because normally in the regular court, they don't get into the who, what, when, where, how, or why.
No.
Okay, so you're going into finding the source, so those things can be addressed.
Absolutely. What is the
Wow.
barrier? What does their treatment plan look like? Are they not doing well in treatment? Why? Do we need to make adjustments so that they can get what they need? We used all evidence-based curriculums. We have peers that work for us that help guide people through this program, people who
And
have
those are the
graduated.
people that have what? They called it lived experience.
That's
I learned
it.
that in the board meetings. So I had never heard that term as an old social worker, but it makes sense.
Well, you've had Tabitha Moss on your show.
Yes.
And Tabitha graduated from the program in 2014, I believe.
Right.
And now works to help people navigate it and to show them there's
Yes.
life after addiction, there is life
Just
after
an
felonies.
amazing role model.
Absolutely.
I know you are such a bragging mother, but you have all the bragging rights. You have them. You've earned them. No, really.
Yeah.
And
Well,
not just her. You have others. Yeah.
The programs, it's a national movement. You have All Rise, which is our national organization that leads the way through research and development. So we have best practice and standards to follow. The state of Georgia has the Council of Accountability Court Judges that govern what we do. All of our programs are certified in the state of Georgia.
We are certified people. Okay.
Absolutely.
Yes.
You have to be certified in order to receive state funding.
Okay.
And so we go through a certification process, we go through a peer review process. Most importantly, our drug court was recently awarded a Model Court Award for the state of Georgia.
I
So
know.
We're very proud of
we're
that.
actually the best in the Chattahoochee Judicial Circuit. They are very calm about it. I want to just tell everybody, because I've met some of the people. I've seen your work, and it's like, we should be shouting this from Stone Mountain. We should, because you have restored families. You've changed lives. You've made a difference. Well, what we're going to do is go to our first break to our sponsors, and we'll be right back. This is some good stuff. We'll be right back after a word from some of our sponsors. Straightforward is brought to you by State Senator Ed Harbison, serving the citizens of Georgia's 15th Senatorial District and on the front lines for veterans every day. Progressive Funeral Home, family owned and operated since 1952. The George Ford legacy of high standards continues today in the compassionate and professional services provided. A touch of dignity for those who care. Progressive Funeral Home, 4235 St. Mary's Road, trusted by generations. Whole Patient Healthcare. Dr. Jada Rimes-Bacote is board certified in family medicine. She believes the best patient care includes practical, individualized lifestyle changes. Located at 1338 13th Avenue, Columbus, 706-641-2080, or visit wholepatienthealthcare.com.
The state of Georgia averages 5 fatalities a day for motor vehicle crashes. Out of all 50 states, Georgia ranks 21st in impaired driving fatalities. Remember, buzz driving is impaired driving.
Be a team player, designated sober driver.
Hi, I'm Sheriff Greg Countryman. Make the right choice. The ball is in your hands. Stay sober and don't get pulled over.
Welcome back to Straightforward. I'm enjoying this wonderful visit with our amazing Director of Accountability Courts, Dayna Solomon. Just want to shout it from the mountaintops. We have the best team in the Chattahoochee Judicial Circuit. The best judges, the best staff, the best peers, the best outreach. I mean, when I tell you they work nonstop, I've seen it in changing lives, restoring families, helping people recover so they can get their children back, get their lives together. And you never sleep. And you're doing this in multiple counties. But I want you to share with our viewers, how can someone get in? Do they have to be incarcerated, locked up at the county jail? Who can make a referral? How does all of that work?
Anybody can make a referral.
Anybody can make a referral.
So if you're in the jail, you can talk to your defense counsel. They can make the referral.
Okay.
You can talk to a family member and have them call. It can be your mom, your sister, your auntie, your grandma, your dad. Family members call all the time.
Okay.
If you go on the Columbus GA website, and go under the courts tab, there is a tab for accountability courts.
Okay.
And my contact information is listed there. And so
Okay.
I get emails and phone calls all the time from family members that a loved one is in jail and they need help.
Okay.
And at that point, we'll alert their defense counsel so that they can go see them. It is voluntary.
It's voluntary. Mothers, parents, grandparents. This is whosoever will, let them come, but we can't make people.
Correct.
They have to be willing. These are a lot of resources they're putting behind trying to help people recover and restore their lives, and they don't have time to babysit. That's not what this is about. So you have to be fully committed. The individual have to want this.
Yes.
And if they want this and they're willing to put the work in, you and your team, you're going to see them to the victory line.
Absolutely.
And I've seen it, so I know it works.
Absolutely.
Right.
We've even had arresting officers make referrals. We've had
Really?
officers who've arrested an individual and know that they need help and contact us at that point. We've had correctional officers at the jail reach out
Really?
because they've seen somebody over and over in custody who they think would benefit and want us to see if they'll come to the program. So we get referrals from everywhere.
So with the substance abuse, and I had someone, I was in a conversation with you and someone, and they asked, was this program only for people using illegal street drugs? And your response was?
Anyone with a substance use disorder, it doesn't matter what that substance is. It can be alcohol, it can be prescription
drug.
narcotics, it can be anyone who, especially if they haven't previously been diagnosed, if our clinicians diagnose them with a substance use disorder, then that would also qualify them. But all substances of misuse are eligible.
Okay, are eligible, all substances, because we don't have to just say street drugs.
Right.
We have people, and I've heard their stories at graduation where they actually started out, some person had a surgery and they were using the pain medication, and then it wasn't enough, and then they transitioned to the street drugs.
Correct.
To try to manage the pain, and then they found themselves in trouble. You know, so I just want people to know that this is not just people with, you know, because they were out on the street with meth or something like that. It can be anyone that your clinicians look at their case and decide they would be a good fit for this program. Now, is this free?
For the participants, yes.
Well, you work free almost anyway, but
in
that's
most
okay.
of the programs, drug court does have a fee structure.
Okay.
Mainly for those once we start them working and stuff, and all the fees that we collect are only spent back on the participants.
Exactly.
So the incentives
Because most
at
of your
court-
staff is grant staff.
Correct. We have 2 positions out of 25 that are funded by the city. Everyone else is funded through grants.
And you are the best grant writer in the southeastern United States, because that's how you have your staff.
Yes.
And how many people do we have on staff now?
25.
25 people. And out of 25 people, only 2 are paid by the Columbus Consolidated Government.
Correct.
I just want to be clear on that. And so you are working day and night, besides running these programs, serving the citizens, then you got to sit up and figure out, because you're in charge of the family, how to find more money.
Correct.
To keep the family moving. I just want people to know that, because that's a whole nother hat besides the day-to-day routine.
Correct.
And then you shared with me, and I was just astonished that you have people come and they're coming to a lab. And right now with the construction at the government center, you are going to Walmart and places buying water and things like that so they could do the urine test. So that's all a part of what you're doing daily.
We have an in-house drug testing lab as part of our program. Part of the certification and part of the state standards is that everyone be drug tested at least twice a week. And so our current lab can do urine, hair, saliva, and sweat.
Sweat?
The sweat patch.
So if I sweat, you could tell I take blood pressure
We
medicine?
put a patch on you. You can wear it for 7 to 14 days, and
Really?
it collects, and then we take it off and send it off, and it tests the sweat.
So it will show up my blood pressure medicine, whatever drug.
Your blood pressure medicine.
It won't show. It'll show illegal drugs.
We
Okay.
pick what it tests for.
Oh, you select that. Oh, modern technology. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Well, even our drug testing machine in-house, we select what we're looking for.
Really?
What kind of, I mean, even down to, we even test, because all of our programs are abstinence-based,
Right.
so no mind or mood-altering substances unless prescribed by a physician. And
Right.
so one of the things we test for is kratom. You can
What
find
is
it.
kratom?
You can find it at most of the smoke shops and head shops around town.
At the gas station? Mm-hmm. Really?
You've actually had a slew of overdoses on it in the state of Georgia. If used in one certain amount, you can get a amphetamine type high, and in a separate amount an opioid type high. But especially mixed with alcohol, it can get very dangerous. There was
And we're selling this at smoke shops and at service stations. Mm-hmm. Really? See,
they got it on the big flags outside.
Yes.
Kratom.
Oh,
Yeah.
but see, I'm so out of touch.
Oh, yeah.
I remember in one of the board meetings you told me, you said that marijuana they were smoking back there in the 70s, Miss Strode, that's like grass in the yard. That's not what they're smoking now.
It's not.
I thought that was hilarious. So even that stuff is treated.
Oh,
Everything is
absolutely.
different.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Everything's changed. It's much more potent. The marijuana nowadays has been found to have addictive properties. So whereas the old adage was you can't get addicted to that, it's not a big deal. Now we have clinically proven that the new marijuanas, the THC levels are so high, it has addictive properties. You
Really?
can go through withdrawals.
Really? Mm-hmm. That is just amazing. Every time I'm with you, whether it's the board meeting, whether it's the graduations, I mean, just in a standby conversation, I'm always learning. And your brilliance and your commitment to this community really needs to be celebrated. But what we're going to do is go to our break to our sponsors, and we'll be right back. We'll be right back after word from some of our sponsors.
Even at lower speeds, a crash between a bicyclist and motor vehicle can cause broken bones and traumatic brain injuries. Busy intersections are particularly dangerous for cyclists. Wear a helmet, stop at red lights, use hand signals, yield to pedestrians. Bike safe, bike smart.
Paid for with grant funds from the Governor's Office of Highway Safety.
New Horizons Behavioral Health, building better lives in the Chattahoochee Valley, providing services to persons with mental illness, developmental disabilities, and addictive diseases. Located in the Health and Human Services Building, 2100 Comer Avenue, Columbus, or call 706-596-5500. Barbara's Cleaning Service, a 5-star commercial service with satisfied customers in Georgia and South Carolina, built on the principle that every detail matters. Barbara's Cleaning Service, a new season building a family legacy. Charmaine Crabb, Associate Broker of Champions Realty. Charmaine's greatest reward is helping families achieve home ownership, which is a cornerstone of the American dream. Call Charmaine today at 706-392-6116 or visit championsrealty.com. Straightforward. I always enjoy every single moment with Dayna, who works so very hard for our community. And they don't want to brag. The judges don't want to brag. The team, they just think it's everyday routine. But for those of us that are on the outside looking in and we see the work that they do, I just want the community to know that you all have no idea. We just really have to start celebrating the people that's really changing the face of our community. And so now I've learned today that kratom or whatever that is, it's illegal in Alabama now. Mm-hmm. So now we're selling it in Georgia at the service stations, in the smoke shops, and it can be lethal if mixed with the wrong things. So parents, grandparents, people older than me, pay attention to that, because it might not be meth, heroin, crack, powder cocaine, or this crazy smelling marijuana that when you walking in the ball game, you can smell it everywhere. it's not that. It's stuff they can go in the service station, and you think they're going in there to get an icy. They could be going in there to get that stuff. Okay, so what does it look like? Is it a vaping thing, or what is it?
It comes in all different forms. I've seen it in a powder form in stores. We've seen it in a capsule form. I even walked into one local store where they had instructions printed out in a glass case.
Really?
Of how to use it, and then it had a warning at the bottom about all of the things that could
happen to you.
And I just laughed because why are we selling that?
That's ridiculous.
A great resource for people who want to know what all's out there. There's a Facebook page. It's called Tall Cop Says Stop. And
Tall Cop, T-A-L-L, Cop Says Stop. And he was at your conference.
He has been. Jerome, I can't remember his last name. He's a fabulous resource, but that's what he does, is he goes around the country and goes in all these different smoke shops and head shops and identifies all of the different things that people are using that you don't think about.
Right. Or older parents or grandparents wouldn't know about.
Or about clothing. There are so many brands out now that are designed and manufactured to hide your drugs, from ball caps to jackets to school backpacks.
Really? Secret compartments?
With stash pockets.
Oh, Lord, that is ridiculous.
And so he goes through all of that. And so I encourage parents all the time. He'll post pictures. When you talk about marijuana, you know, a lot of people don't even smoke the plant that you're used to seeing, or the leaves that we're used to seeing.
That used to be on the t-shirts in the 70s.
Right. Now it's dabs. So it looks like honey.
Really?
And it's a dab that you put in a vape and smoke it. But he has pictures of all of that. He goes through all of the different things that people are doing these days. It's a great resource for anybody raising teenagers who may not, you know, have my job and constantly be enthralled in it.
So this is on YouTube, or Facebook, or
you
whatever.
can find him on Facebook, and it'll link you to his website.
Tall Cop Says Stop. So, and you can go and educate yourself, and even for our educators, the teachers need to be aware.
And he does free webinars all the time that you can sign up for and watch. Just for anybody who feels like they need more information about what the teenagers are doing and what they can get their hands on these days. I
want you to share about that liquid thing. And I was trying to explain that to my husband and, of course, my grandchildren.
Liquid G.
Right. So you said in our board meeting, if there's a bottle of water in your refrigerator and it's just clear and it's just sitting there, you know, that's something you told me, and I was like in a panic.
They call it fresh water. They put it in water bottles and put it in refrigerators, basically because it looks like a bottle of water, when in essence it's liquid GHB. A lot of people know GHB because it's always been referred to as the date rape drug.
Okay.
A lot of addicts will now use it because it's so hard to test for. So
it's elusive.
Very much, which is why it was used as a date rape drug, because it metabolized so fast.
Okay.
And so
is it something they're making, or what is it? Is it bought somewhere?
They'll buy it on the street.
Okay. All right. So it's a street drug. Okay. And
Highly
so
dangerous.
So it looks like water in a bottle in your refrigerator. And see, for me, old school, if you don't drink your water, because the bottles are expensive, and of course we drink alkaline water, we're older now, but we'll say, don't waste the water, put it in the refrigerator. See, now you got to check all of that. I mean, really, it's a different world. No, really, and many of my peers, or those that's older, we don't have a clue. So it's important to have people like you to educate us, and then the tall cop. We need to know, because we could be sitting there and people think that we are co-signing a certain behavior. We might not even know what it is.
Right.
Right. So share with our audience how they can find you, more about your team, how this community can support, because I know you collaborate with New Horizons. A lot of them go to residential treatment, not just here. I even met some that you all sent somewhere else because they needed a change of environment.
Absolutely. We collaborate with anyone who will collaborate with us. Like I said, if you go to the Columbus GA website and go under courts, you'll find the link for accountability courts, and each court has a webpage: drug court, mental health court, veterans treatment court, and contact information for me, and I'll take your call or your email, no problem. We have the most amazing members of our team. Your elected DA, Don Kelly, has been so great to us in supplying us with prosecutors. Moffitt Flournoy, the public defender here, has always been just a huge fan and a great resource to make sure that we have quality defense attorneys working with us. The probation office has always given us amazing officers to serve on our teams. Sheriff Countryman allows his deputies to work with us as surveillance, and even sends us jail liaisons for our team meetings. So when I say it's really an effort of all the players in the community, or in the criminal justice system, it is. And, you know, even further out than that, council is very supportive. We have council members that'll come to graduation.
Oh yes, we're excited about that.
It means so much to the participants. They feel so important. They feel so seen.
Right.
And it means a lot to myself and the judges to have the support of the community, because we have to, in order to do this, to create real change.
Right.
We have of the 48% of people that graduate, we have an 80% reduction in recidivism.
I told you we were the best. We're the best.
You know, it costs upwards of $50 a day to house an inmate without medical or mental health needs. It costs $13 a day to put them in an accountability court.
In your program?
Yes.
50 versus 13. So we need to be behind this.
So we're saving money. We're getting people to work, so they're paying taxes. We're getting people employed. We're getting people housed and off the street. And what we know is that people with meaningful work and meaningful lives don't feel compelled to commit crimes because they can sustain themselves. I don't know about you. I don't want people holding something I did 20 years ago against me today.
Not. Yeah.
I am a different person today.
All of us.
And I want to be judged by who I am today.
Yes.
Not who I was when I made a bad choice.
Right.
And if we can get everybody to that mindset, we can give these people pride. And when you have pride, you have something to lose.
Right.
And when you have something to lose, you don't do things that would cause you to lose them.
So we are restoring lives and giving second chances.
That's all we want. We want everybody to be better and be happy and be thriving.
Yes, and good families.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, I want to thank you for all that you do. I'm going to keep on being the biggest cheerleader. You all are humble and quiet about it, but I'm going to shout it from the mountaintops. And we cannot thank you enough. Thank you for coming today, and we will do this again.
Well, thank you for serving with us.
Oh, I love it. It's my pleasure. All right. This has been Straightforward. If you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. Until next time, be blessed.
What up, world? What's up, Columbus? Be sure to tune in every Sunday, Straightforward with Gloria Strode, right here on NBC 38.